Hey guys, it's Kyle here. I'd like to start off by saying thanks to all my subscribers. I'm up to over 50 now, so it's pretty exciting. Just keeps on rolling. So let's get into this video. Last 2 weeks, my humidity's been dropping pretty low, about 10% in the last 2 weeks, lower than what it should be. And it's due to probably the temperature out here. It's around 0 degrees, so it's a lot of low humidity temperature. And since I got the time, let's go ahead and I'll show you how I humidify my humidor. Alright guys, first step, you're going to need a few things. Desktop humidor, something like this here is a great way to start. You know, it holds 40 cigars, and you can keep a good 30 in there at all times. That's kind of how I like to use it. So as well, you're going to need some just normal distilled water, doesn't matter what kind, just make sure it's distilled. And as well, just kind of a bowl or a dish or something, and some sort of cloth, not like a paper towel or anything like that. And so let's dig into the humidor. Alright, so my humidor, as you can see, is pretty full, and the humidity has dropped. Oh, let's see what it says. 61%. So it's getting pretty low. We'll make sure we take that out. Take out the humidifier, another humidifier, and I'll pull out all these cigars for you guys, and we'll get to just a plain old humidor. Alright, the first step is going to be to take your distilled water here. Take your bowl. Simple. Just pour a little bit in there. Doesn't really matter how much. Stuff's pretty cheap, it is water. So anyways, now you're going to take a rag, and essentially what you're going to do is super simple. People seem to make this so difficult. You just need to get it in the water, make sure it's not dripping, and just start laying a nice little coat of water. You just make sure you want to cover everything. Essentially you just want to get this wood absorbing this moisture so it can then transfer into your cigars. It's super simple. Just make sure you got enough on there. As long as that water's changing, the wood is changing a little bit of color, you're getting enough on there. So this is a pretty simple process. Don't think about it too much. I see way too many people getting all concerned about, oh no, how do I do this? Be simple, people. It's easy. Cover it. As long as you're not pouring water in here, you're not going to destroy the wood. So this is essentially the step that my humidor just needed from being so dry. I think all the water's just been absorbed out of it. And yeah, so just do this here. Make sure you get every crease, as you can see, like right here. This is where it kind of makes that tight seal. You want to get a good amount of moisture on that. So then when we close it, it can try to fill up kind of the space where it closes. And then that'll really make the seal as tight as possible, as airtight as possible, so you don't lose any humidity. So just about done here. Just getting every little crease we can get. Also, if you have a divider, make sure you just give the divider a little wipe down. You don't want it to absorb all the moisture you're putting in here now. So we'll put this inside. So you can see the wood is a little bit darker here. Missed a spot. So we'll get that little spot there. So now all we're going to do is go ahead and close it to start here so we can keep absorbing that. Then we're going to take this rag here and we're going to put it inside. Make sure you put it on something as far as like a plastic bag. I'm going to go grab that. So, and now we're just going to wait about 30 minutes or so. Alright guys, so we officially just got our first coat of distilled water in the humidor. We're going to let that sit for a good 30 minutes before we do any more. But in the meantime, there's a couple things we can do. And that's to take one of these little humidification devices that do come in a lot of these cheaper humidors. And they just have a green foam in them. You can also get some of those beads. Those are really great. But essentially, you're just going to take this. You're going to mix some distilled water and the Cigar propylene glycol solution and just set it upside down. Let that sit for a good 30 seconds or so. It's going to absorb all that moisture. And it's an easy way to maintain a decent humidity in a smaller humidor. Another great solution just to help out, or essentially replace one of those, is to get the Cigar crystal clear beads. These are awesome. They're very easy to use. You just, again, use this solution. You add it to when it says add, and then when it's full, it's full. So super easy to watch as well. The green foams are a little harder because you don't really know. You have to watch, one of these gauges here that tells you humidity and temperature. So this is something you will need as well, just as a great way to get a smaller humidor like this going. So those are just some of the essentials, and like I said, we're going to let it sit for 30 minutes, come back, and do it probably one more time. Okay guys, here we are for the last step. Let's open it up. It's been, a good couple hours here after the last time. We really don't have to wait too long, but let's take a look. Alright, seems to be pretty dry. Definitely dry. Yep, no moisture whatsoever in here. Like I said, I kept all my stuff in here. And humidity is already up to 79%, which is great. We do want it a little higher, so let's pull the Cigar beads out. And all the other stuff, set those to the side. In the bag. And here we go. Now we're ready to load it up with the cigars. Let's do that. Guys, there we are, fully loaded. And I did count, it was 31 cigars. So this is kind of give you an idea of what 31 cigars is going to look like in a 40 count humidor. So like I said, back here we do have the Cigar crystal beads. Perfectly set up, just a nice little corner for them. And we're reading 75%. And we do have just the cheap little guy in here as well. So this is just a good video for you guys to kind of reference if you are looking to get a humidor and or, trying to remember how to season it. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you later.